All right. Good evening, YouTube. DeltaKilo here with you with Mrs. DeltaKilo. We're going to do something completely different.
Hi.
Before, she has smoked in total one cigar in her life, and I believe we're about to have
Part
another one.
part of one.
Part of one. She's about to smoke a part of another one. She's totally on board for some great content. So we are going to try something different and see how it goes. For her, I have the United Cigars Connecticut Toro, and the AC just kicked on. And for me, I got the Dumbarton Tobacco and Trust Mi Querida Tricky Trucka 48 by 60. Haven't smoked this before, so we're gonna give this a go. I'm gonna. You want me to light yours for you?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, and we'll get hers going, then we'll get mine going. Hope everyone's had a great day. I do like the smell of a Connecticut, more so than the taste of it lit. It's not my cup of tea, but it's a lighter cigar. It should be a good introduction for Mrs. DeltaKilo. All right, wide open on the draw. How was your day today, love?
It was an interesting customer service day.
Interesting.
Lots of people with lots of problems.
Yeah, such is life, right?
Yes. But they all thank me because I solved them, so.
That's right. The problem solver.
Yes.
Mm. That's funny, that torch on that Connecticut wrapper, you can see where you scorch it there.
Mm-hmm.
All right, we're cooking. Give that just a second to cool down before you hit it.
Okay.
Just hold it there and look pretty.
Yep.
All right. Now this shape, the 6x48, is one of my absolute favorites. I kind of like the dimensions of 48 ring gauge, proportionally with a 6-inch. It's quite a good look. So once again, just like the Red Meat Lovers filet mignon, we have that beautiful marbleization there on the wrapper. This is a Connecticut broadleaf over Nicaraguan binder, and I believe Nicaraguan and Dominican filler. So we'll give this a go. It's supposed to be one of the stronger ones in its profile. I hope so. We'll put that to the test today. All right. Go ahead and try it if you'd like.
Yes, yes. But I feel stupid.
Slight. No, not really stupid.
I feel stupid.
Slight restrictive draw, but that's okay. I'm an aggressive smoker. I will get past that, no trouble.
I feel a little stupid.
Did you
Stupido.
did you make smoke? You saw smoke come out?
Yes.
Let me see. Let me see this. Ooh, look at you.
I did.
All right.
The last time we did this, though, you had me taste test. Because I know Jack about it. So you had me taste test and pick out, like, what do you taste when you're, going through the process. I didn't smoke the whole thing, but, did.
Well, go ahead and
Hit
tell me what you taste.
Oh. Right now, not a whole lot, honestly. Very cigarette-ish. There's not a lot going on yet.
Cigarette-ish.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. It tastes like tobacco smoke.
Right. But no other underlying flavors is what I'm getting at. Nothing else really going on yet.
Would you like to try mine?
Sure.
This will be a bit more flavorful.
Definitely.
All right, guys. So we have a pour of bourbon here, and me and the beautiful missus, we have dove into tasting bourbon and picking out flavor notes. So this is something she's quite used to. You want to nose that and tell me what you found? You do that, and we'll make sure this stays going.
Okay. I don't know. Since I've had a drink of it, it's kind of hard to
Gotcha.
dulled my palate a little bit there.
We have like no room here either, so
I'll babysit it and see what happens.
yeah, you keep babysitting it. If we look all bunched up, it's because we are. This was very impromptu. The setup is extremely temporary, and we're just trying to make things happen. It's been a long day.
It's okay. I like being close.
Yes.
I'm cool with it.
So off the bat, we have great rich tobacco flavor here on the Dumbarton Tobacco and Trust, as to be expected. Boy, that just has a good feel to it, good aesthetic. I like that look. Big fan of that shape. Look at that smoke output rolling up the stick there. Reminiscent of what I was speaking of the other day about Drew Estate. Maybe Steve's spiking this with a little combustion additive to put off that smoke. I don't know. But if it is, I trust him. He's an asshole, but he makes fantastic cigars. And whatever he's doing, we hope he keeps it up.
Well, if somebody's an asshole and makes a good product, they kind of have a little bit of wiggle room to be that way.
This is the thing. He's one of those assholes that's not wrong when he's being an asshole.
See, that's,
you know what I mean?
That's admirable.
Yeah, but he's an
admirable.
asshole. but I like him. He makes a great product, and he's brutally honest. But he's an asshole. But that's okay. So this is Evan Williams small batch, I believe. Let me see. Yeah, 90 proof Evan Williams small batch. Got close to that microphone. We're trying to equal out the audio levels, and there's nowhere else to put this microphone except where it's at. So I told her to be quite loud, and I'm trying to keep it down just a little bit, and we'll see how that goes. But so far, what do you think here, love? You're entering my world with the smoke and the drink. She doesn't smoke, she doesn't drink.
Yeah.
This is not her cup of tea.
So this is actually quite light. There's a lot more interesting things going on here with yours than with the one that you gave me.
So
this one's kind of boring.
So she's just started out and she's already bored with the Connecticut shade. We'll have to. Well, if I could get out of here easily, I'd go grab her something to.
It's alright. It might.
Hey,
develop
we'll do it
as
next
goes.
time. No, that's not going to develop
Is
too
it
much.
not? Oh,
Maybe
okay.
a little bit, but not too much. Next time we do this, I'll get her something a little bit more interesting. This is something I got in a sampler, and it was sitting in there, and I didn't think it would overwhelm her, so that's why I went for it.
I mean, it's not unpleasant.
That's good.
For someone that even doesn't smoke, it's not unpleasant.
These Connecticut shade wrappers, and you know the wrapper portion of the cigar equates to, it's just one thin leaf. It equates to just a minuscule percentage of the overall tobacco content in a cigar, but it imparts an amount of flavor to the cigar that is not equal to its content. People debate exactly what the percentage is that the wrapper imparts, but it's certainly punching above its class compared to how much there is and how much it imparts.
No, it's not bad by any means. It's very chill.
The foot, smell the smoke off the foot, it has that light nutty scent that the Connecticut shade wrapper is known for. These are common golf cigars, casual cigars. People that smoke one every couple months or something. Some people like these, but most people that get serious about cigars usually don't smoke a lot of Connecticut shade. My experience.
Yeah, this seems like a very chill, like everyday kind of like not really everyday, more of a, like you said, casual. And there's other people around going off-putting that type of thing.
It's not a horrible room note. There's plenty of geriatrics that smell like Bengay and Connecticut shade wrapper. It's who am I to judge?
All right, makes sense.
I don't dislike them. I just don't smoke them much. Some of the blends that are out there have a Connecticut shade over a stronger binder filler combination, making the whole package a pretty powerful cigar to be Connecticut shade. That's in the minority, but they do exist. I've had plenty, and that's interesting when you have a powerhouse, so to say, of a cigar with that lighter wrapper.
Mhm.
It's not not the common.
Right. But aesthetically, which I've told you before, I actually really like the ones that you get that are box pressed. Just aesthetically, my eye's always drawn to those.
Yes,
For
I
some
believe
reason.
the first cigar you had was the Rocky Patel. Maybe the Decade. I might be wrong about that, but I
I
believe
don't remember.
I have it. I
It's
have
been a
notes
while.
written down. I took notes as she was telling me what she tasted, and I believe what she had was a Rocky Patel Decade Maduro, which is a quite pleasant chocolatey smoke. It's good, but nothing crazy.
Oh.
Doesn't blow my skirt up, but it's not offensive, so it's neutral.
Yeah, it wasn't. I quite enjoyed it.
So this is quite good, and knowing this company, leaving the first third here, the flavor notes are probably going to ramp up. So looking forward to finishing this one. I bet it is going to be good.
Yay.
I'm just hoping you keep yours going without much burn troubles or anything.
Well, I'm probably not, because, you know.
Give it a go. Here, I haven't seen a lot of smoke from you.
Well, I don't know. Smoking's not really totally my jam every once in a while.
So one thing I noticed you're doing is like you're getting a little bit and like taking it down a little bit,
A little bit too far.
which you don't need to.
Inhale a little
You
too
can
much.
if you want to, but yeah, most cigar smokers don't inhale at all. I tend
Yeah.
to inhale a little bit on the back end myself. Look, I think it tastes light and nutty, and that's not bad.
Yeah, it's not unpleasant at all.
But it is very light on flavor.
Right. Yeah, there's just
Very
not a lot
light.
of different stuff going on. Because the one that I tasted before, you smoked it, you would taste different things as it, this one seems like it's...
Sure.
Yeah, of course, all the same.
It's more of a journey, and this is more... Well, which you don't know. You haven't made it that far through that. It might
Right.
surprise you.
This is true.
Hers is bigger than mine, so hopefully no one judges me for that.
Yeah. Mine's also boring.
I don't think... I mean, maybe a little bit. Maybe that's what's been sitting in my humidor. I'm a cigar hound, guys. I could chew through them, and that one's been in there for longer
A
than
hot minute.
most. A few months, maybe. But I had a crazy Monday at work today, guys. Everything broke down that could have broke down, and fixing them was not as simple as we thought initially. There was some really sketchy, weird stuff going on. Got right up to quitting time, and the mechanic got it fixed, and I'll be good to go tomorrow, which is awesome. Got home from work, super tired, and was able to just muster enough energy to walk across the road to the river and cast in a line.
Well, somebody forgot to pack you an energy drink, so that might be partially my fault, the tiredness. So.
Yeah, so I'm a total caffeine addict, and I habitually drink an energy drink at 3 o'clock every afternoon to kind of get me through the last swing of work, and didn't have one today, so my schedule got messed up, and but that's all right. It's not a big deal. It is what it is. And
I take responsibility for that one.
did muster up enough energy to go to the river. I caught a fish, and it was really awkward. The river's a bit higher than it usually is. It's a little up right now, and I don't have a lot of room down there anyway. And with the water being up, it pushed me right up against the brush. I have like this little trail to get down to where I fish, and I was like all up against the brush fishing, and I caught a little bass, and I couldn't be happier. It's for the little bit of time, a week and a couple of days I've fished this year, since I started catching any, I've caught quite a few, so I got that to be happy for.
I've caught 1.5. I got one to the water, but not out of the water. So caught one, and then I count that as a half. So
However you want to count it. I might have some halves in there as well. If you catch 2 half fish, do
women.
you catch it as one?
Yeah.
Count it as one?
Yeah, sure. We can do that.
Like if I caught 2 and 2 halves, I could say I caught 3 fish.
Yeah, that's women numbers. That's women fishing numbers.
I'm learning. You know, the psychobabble doesn't come naturally to me, but I can learn. So we will work on it. You're like halfway cut off there. Let's get there. You go. So pretty.
Thank you.
Yeah, this is a very handily size. Like with this in my hand, I feel like I could still do stuff. Clenching at my mouth's not cumbersome. This 48 ring gauge is, if I was to design a cigar, I think I would probably go with the 48 ring gauge. It seems like the wrapper to filler ratio is also preferable. It concentrates the wrapper flavors quite a bit. Binder as well, I suppose. But I've had really good experience with 48 ring gauge cigars. 47s, 46s as well. Those Ashton VSG in the Vitola Illusion is 44 ring gauge, and I actually love that quite a bit as well. I got some Romacraft half Lanceros today, so that's 3.5 inches by 40 some ring gauge. I'm not even sure. I'm looking forward to those. They're Weaselettos, small weasels. And the whole time Romacraft's talking about weasels, and they sent me a bunch of stickers and everything. I got them on my lunchbox. I thought we were talking about male body parts, you know, but...
The Wonder Weasel. The one-eyed Wonder Weasel. Wait, that's a different show.
That's just different.
That's a different show.
We call it the Thunder Thimble, honey. Now be happy.
Oh.
Calm down. She's easily excitable once I start the discussion on anatomy. She's very medically inclined. You'll have to forgive her.
Yes. And all the terms as well.
Tricky traca. So apparently in Nicaraguan slang, this means cherry bomb or firecracker or something of that nature. I don't remember. I'll have to
Double check.
Double check that. Something like that. Beautiful white ash. So far so good. Is yours staying lit?
Yeah. Sure.
Let me see.
Still getting some smoke. I just can't. I don't know. It's just too much for me. See, I can't do that. You like a freight train.
I'm not taking it down.
Yeah, I know.
I'm just producing it.
Yeah, I know.
Make sure it's staying lit. That thing is wide open though, guys. It tastes like rolled up newspaper to me. I'm not even gonna lie. That's my 1 second review. And I love United Cigars. Don't get me wrong. United Cigars on their mainstay brand, the United marked ones. So we got the Connecticut shown here, the Maduro and the Sungrown or the Habano, whichever they're calling it. They just reduced prices, even though everyone else is getting ready to take a price hike due to the tariffs. United just announced that they're going to lower them, somewhat akin to what Perdomo did back in the day with the S-chip tax. I believe I said that right. But anyway, hats off to United Cigars for doing that. This is not my cup of tea. It is obviously well constructed. It is wide open on the draw, though.
Yeah.
And I think it tastes like rolled up newspaper.
Yeah, it's not really my thing, honestly. I don't think I'm gonna.
You good on that?
Yeah, I think I'm gonna just stick with the alcohol for now.
That's all right. Okay, so the review of the United Connecticut is wide open and tastes like newspaper. Mm-hmm. So we got that out of the way. I'm going to purge it. I'm going to let it sit here, and if I'm feeling adventurous in the morning, I might puff them out on the way to work. I might throw that at the neighbors. It's yet to be determined. Might put some hooks through it and go fishing with it. Use it as musky bait.
Mean,
you know
you catch a fish with a little mustache and glasses. Stogie.
Guys, if I do catch a fish with mustache and glasses, you all will be the very first to know. It'll be quite the thing. I'm looking forward to that. I hope you're right. You're like,
I caught a dorkfish once. Caught him on a corn dog. Dorkfish, he had buck teeth. Okay, I'll stop now.
The queen of the dad jokes, guys. And there's no end to them. The humor of a 14-year-old boy and the queen of the dad jokes. She has it all. Be jelly, gentlemen.
Totally.
It's not bad. Oh. You want to try it again?
Sure.
The Tricky Trucker. Steve Saka makes the Tricky Trucker.
Mm-hmm.
Try that out.
Yeah, there's definitely a lot more going on there.
Yeah.
The draw's tighter too. I enjoy that a little more.
Dude, I'm. Yeah, it is tighter. That's wide open.
Yeah.
That's zero resistance. Like the newsprint just burns.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Not
I hate
really
to talk
my
so
jam.
much crap about it, but some people really like that.
I can see how some people would. Not my thing. I'd rather have a little bit of a tighter draw.
This draw, the ring gauge might have something to do with it, but is probably slightly more restrictive than most of the cigars coming out of Dumbarton Tobacco and Trust, which is fine. It's not plugged or anything. It's just slightly more restrictive, and I don't mind. I'm an aggressive smoker.
Mm-hmm.
So far, the ash is still looking fantastic. Burn line is quite serviceable. I'm not too worried about that. I'm not afraid to touch up a burn line. It's not a thing to me. I don't worry about it. As long as it's not going so crazy that I can't fix it. We'll go ahead and ash this so I don't end up wearing it. And smoking it quite aggressively. And we have no coning, no volcano in the middle. It's quite even. So that's nice, tightly packed. No soft spots, no lumps. It's hitting the spot for me, if nothing else. So.
Yeah, definitely. There's a lot more going on too, flavor-wise.
You want to try Retro Hell?
No, I'm okay.
Okay. I was about to say, this is not the one to do it with. You might get a great reaction on camera.
No, thanks. I'm good.
Yeah, so I can taste the spice and stuff of the Retro.
Mm-hmm.
We'll do that again here. Fantastic, guys. Absolute delicious journey here on this cigar. Mi querida Tricky Traca, Dumbarton Tobacco and Trust. The blender is an asshole, but we love him. Look at that. Look how pretty that wrapper is.
It's pretty.
It's gorgeous. Looks like those boots that I'm never going to get in the mail.
You'll get them eventually if you keep emailing them enough.
I ordered a pair, and I'm going to show them on here. They're beautiful. A pair of Thursday Boot Company President is the model line in dark coffee.
Mm-hmm.
So they're quite dark brown, and as they wear in, the bigger areas lighten up, and you stay dark around the seams and stuff. It's going to be a fantastic look. They're going to wear in, and look. They look great already, but I mean, they're going to wear in and look fantastic. But it's been over a week since my last correspondence with the company. I ordered this one collar that was not shiny. It was a flat, darker brown. And immediately after I ordered them, and I've been familiar with this company forever and been looking at boot reviews. I found a collar I liked, ordered them, and when I started looking it up online, a guy on YouTube reviewed it, and he's like, hey, this is the only boot they offer that's not in leather, it's in suede, but I really love it. And I'm like, oh no, I don't want suede boots. You know what I mean? This is a leather company. I want leather. And so I emailed him immediately, told him pump the brakes on that I would rather have a different pair, and the guy messaged me back, and he's like, you know, which ones do you want? And I told him, he's like, let me get a hold of the warehouse guy. And that took a few days, and he did. And he's like, all right, we got the order switched. I got an email that said order confirmed. And he's like, just a heads up, usually it's no more than 2 or 3 days for them to ship out and for you to get shipping confirmation email. And it's been a solid week, and I haven't heard nothing back. So I emailed him back today. I still haven't heard anything. But eventually, if all goes well, I've already paid them, right? Mm-hmm. I'll have a new pair of boots that look great.
Yeah, they're going to go really nice with your hat.
I hope so.
I think so.
That'd be cool.
It'll be snazzy. I'm going to have all the Riz.
All the Riz?
All the Riz.
I don't know about that, but struggling to feel comfortable in my own skin sometimes. So anything I can do to help that, I'm going to take it. You know.
I think most of us do at times.
Here at aircraft, I'm tempted to shoot out the front door to go see what it is. That's my thing,
I was
guys.
waiting. I was waiting. I
I
heard
hear
it too.
aircraft, and I'm like, ooh, what is it? I have all kinds of military aircraft fly over, and I've spotted the most unique and cool stuff. And my cell phone has a very decent camera, and I've photographed all kinds of military aircraft. And here recently, I photographed an aggressive-looking, slim but aggressive helicopter, and I could not identify it. And I posted the picture on a subreddit, and those nerds on Reddit, bro, they identified it immediately and then confirmed it. It was so cool. I had a great picture of the silhouette, and it was a bird I was not familiar with. I can't remember. It was a marine variant. I can't remember off the top of my head. But right after they told me what it was, I looked it up and checked online photographs with the picture I had taken. The silhouette was identical. There's a couple interesting parts that was unique to it. It was definitely that one, and it was crazy. I've seen AWACS's, which is the Air Force's like corporate jet with the big satellite dish on its back. That's like a doomsday plane, you know, as a mobile comm center. We've seen Ospreys, every variety of C-130s, heavy lift helicopters, Pavlo style, lots of Black Hawks. Pretty cool. We got a new military base close by on an old strip mine, and they're doing like cyber electronic warfare type dealios with drones and radio stuff. And I'm a ham radio operator, so it's all interesting to me, right? Mm-hmm. But love seeing a new aircraft, something different. It's very cool. And she feeds the ducks.
Yes. I totally don't carry around bread in the car to feed the ducks.
That's really random. I was out fishing my fishing hole the other day, and here the ducks come, and she was standing there, and I said, nope. I said, not here. Not here. She pulls up to the local gas station that's down by the river. She pulls up there, and these ducks and geese just come running to her, quacking and quonking, you know. And I'm like, we're not starting it here at my fishing hole. Go to start fishing, and here comes a gaggle of geese to get fed while I'm trying to catch a fish.
Well, there was one male, then he had a bunch of females. He was a big pimp. And
oh, that duck. That's a mallard, right?
Yeah, it's a
There was
mallard.
a mallard. We seen him the other day. Had probably a dozen squalls behind him, following him. It was impressive.
Yeah, I was like, he's got a harem. He big pimping.
I don't know how he does it. I mean, one squall for me is, whew, couldn't handle no more. Mm-hmm. That mallard, buddy, he needs to write an autobiography or something. He's doing something right. But they haven't killed him yet, so.
Yeah, he's still going strong. He was right in the front.
We got hope for him, right?
Yeah. But yeah, they, I'm not the only one that feeds them. Anytime they see a person come to the guardrail there at the river, they run up because they know.
And by run up, you mean attack?
Yes. The wank. Yes.
And I don't know how often, like in nature, you see geese and duck co-mingle. But they come running together. Mm-hmm. And you might think the geese being 3-4 times the size of a duck would have all the advantage. But that goose's long head, you throw something at its feet, by the time it goes down to get it, those little ducks are, they already got that piece of bread and they are off. You have to deliberately distract the ducks and feed the geese or they won't get fed.
Yeah, the funny thing though, I figured the geese would be a little more protective over the food. They actually were not. Like, when the ducks would take the food, the goose was just kind of like, man.
Yeah.
He's just kind of like, come on.
You'd think it would, like, want to strangle it, but they're
he
pretty
just kind of looked at him like, really?
They're pretty chill.
Yeah, I thought that was kind of cool. He was just kind of like, dude.
So what do you think of the bourbon? It's a quite affordable bourbon. It's nothing special.
Right.
90 proof. I like it for its proof. A lot of people consider this an excellent mixer.
Right.
I'm drinking it.
No, it's not.
It's
good.
And it's fine for me. It's
I'm just lightly sipping, but yeah, it's very good.
My usual cup of tea is proofed up a little bit. Probably bottled and bond, a 100 proof is my starting point. And uh, as far as the juice, it tastes fine. I would like it proofed up.
Right.
It's not bad. If I could get the same thing proofed up to 100, and Evan Williams might have a bottle and bond, I'm not sure, but there's none available around here. We live in the middle of nowhere. I'm lucky to.
Yeah.
I can get my wild turkey locally, so I'm happy. I'm not gonna. Where I go grocery shopping every weekend, there's a liquor store, and they usually have wild turkey rare breed, and they have that regularly, which is a fantastic bottle. And they usually have Old Forester 1920, which is a fantastic bottle, but it's considerably more than the rare breed. It's $80 some a bottle, and I haven't bought one in a long time. But Old Forester 1920 is 115 proof and is $80 here locally. The rare breed's $50. Regular Turkey 101 is $30. But for $80, almost 3 times for a 750 milliliter as a regular Wild Turkey 101, which is my staple, it's a lot of money. But it is absolutely a delicious banquet of flavors. It's a deep and rich and quite lovely. It's good. I like that one a lot. Big fan of that one.
We have an anniversary coming up, so.
We do. What day is it?
29th of July, I think.
See, mental note. I just got to remember that.
I'm not positive. I think it's that day. That's bad. Usually the woman remembers.
That's right, guys. That means, instead of being upset and count your blessings, that means old Ricardo here gets a little, DeltaKilo gets a little leeway if something goes awry. Be like, listen, lady, I got video evidence. A little leeway for DeltaKilo.
Facebook will tell me.
Look at the legs on that. She just took a drink. Beautiful undercrown glass. And if you can, I don't know. Yeah, kind of. For a 90 proof cheap bottle, this has nice legs on it. It is not extremely oily, but oily enough for a 90 proof.
Yeah, it's nice. It's pleasant. I'm just sipping on it and enjoying it.
Absolutely. I do like sipping on a bourbon. Although I find it easier to sip on a higher proof bourbon.
Right.
I don't really buy anything 80 proof anymore. I end up just consuming it because I'm trying to get flavor. So I just drink and drink and drink, searching for flavor, and it never really comes. It always leaves you wanting. There's no long finish. There's nothing to satisfy. And it's just easier to drink if you're trying to get booze in you.
Right.
The higher the proof, the far less I end up consuming. Typically speaking, right? There's always exceptions.
Yeah.
But
makes sense.
Yeah, 100's a good standard. The bottled and bond offerings from companies that I've tried, that old Granddad bottled and bond, which is 100 proof, and it's only like $30. It's fantastic. Liked it quite a bit. But there's been plenty of other ones as well. Plus, the history of bottled and bond is pretty cool too. Do you remember that off the top of your head?
No.
Alright, so for the sake of content, draw this video out as long as I can. I'm going to give you the DeltaKilo, what he can remember about the bottled and bond. So back in the day, whiskey was getting diluted down. People were putting additives to it, diluting it down. They were selling it way too fresh. And so the government in Kentucky made a statewide program that the bourbon would be bottled and stored in government warehouses under their watchful eye. And something that was bottled and bond was 100 proof, and whatever the age statement on it is, 3-4 years, whatever, was guaranteed by the government that it wasn't an inferior product. It was a quality control measure by the government because people were taking too many shortcuts and ruining the reputation of good bourbon, which was one of the biggest exports. So that program, which is not needed today, but still remains, people still fall in suit for that format, is a fantastic standard 100 proof bourbon. That, not that any of the other ones are questionable, it's just kind of like a benchmark, which is funny because that's a brand of bourbon too.
Right.
It's a benchmark for bourbon.
You always teach me so much.
I don't know about that. Being crazy has its benefits, though.
Mm-hmm.
And you're not even a bourbon person. What do you think of that? Is this enjoyable at all, or are you just kind of doing it because it's here, or where do you kind of fall?
It's enjoyable. As long as I'm not like drinking it to drink it, sip every now, every few minutes or whatever. It's quite enjoyable. This is not something I would just sit and drink to drink,
Right.
But yeah, it's quite nice. It's pleasant. There's some little flavors going on, vanilla, a little bit of
A little caramel, maybe.
yeah.
Some dark, sweet notes, like
Mm-hmm.
maybe some toasted brown sugar or something like that.
Yeah, once you get, of course, as you know, you get past the alcohol flavored, it develops. But it's quite nice, quite pleasant, even for me, and I don't drink.
It's just a little light at 90 proof.
It is, yeah.
If it was 100 proof, and those flavors were a bit more concentrated, I'd be so much happier about it. Now, someone knows, let me know, does Evan Williams make a bottled and bond? I'm sure they do. I'm pretty sure they do single barrels and stuff. I've never seen any of them, but that would be quite interesting to get my hands on.
Right.
It's obviously not a bad bourbon.
Yeah.
Like I said, this is the Evan Williams small batch, 90 proof. This is some kind of support your vets bottle. I hope the money that they claim actually goes to support the vets. I'm all about that. Support our veterans, man. They need it. They put everything on the line for us.
Mm-hmm.
We pay our taxes and expect them to go make the sausage that none of us want to see be made. So,
Yep.
I hope that money actually goes to support them. It's pretty.
It is.
It smells nice. It's like I want more out of it.
Yeah.
A lot of the 100 proofs, one of the first things I noticed, not only like when I'm consuming it and drinking it, it's rolling over my tongue, so I'm trying to pull the flavors out.
Mm-hmm.
Not only is it easier and the flavors are more intense,
Mm-hmm.
but also the finish lingers longer.
Right.
I feel more satisfied after a sip. Even at 90 proof, I feel like I need to drink more and more to get that flavor to be there.
Yeah.
You know?
And then it just never comes.
No, it's there at 90 proof. It's there somewhat. It's just not there at the level I would want.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
If I had everything I wanted, that flavor would be a little bit more intense and
Mm-hmm.
linger a bit longer. That being said, for the price of the bottle and the fact that I can get it locally here in the middle of the woods in West Virginia,
Right.
I'm not complaining. It's a good drink. But that's the thing about bourbon. Even the cheapest bottle shelf bourbon, is, let's say Old Crow, Benchmark, like we were talking about, anything, it has additive free.
Mm-hmm.
It's aged for at least 3 years in virgin white oak barrels, charred, of course. Baseline bourbon, by definition, bourbon is not bad. I can drink it's not, there's no gut rot bourbon. It doesn't exist. Bourbon, in of itself, if it gets to the name, is at a level of quality that is serviceable.
Mm-hmm.
Might not be your favorite, but it's not bad drink. There's not, there's cheap tequila and vodka and stuff that just tastes like it was made in a bathtub in a hotel room somewhere. And with bourbon, you don't have that.
By a guy named Steve.
Hey, don't judge Steve. He's just trying to make a living, all right?
I was thinking about my uncle, and I said,
That's moonshine.
yeah, sort of.
Or he's making meth. I don't know where she's going with this. Steve's in a hotel making meth. I'm not sure.
I don't know. Probably both.
I don't know Steve, but I'm not drinking this moonshine now. He can keep that old stuff. He probably don't mix enough kerosene in it for my taste anyway.
Yeah, probably not.
Alright guys, just did a little French in hell on this, and let me tell you, this is developing quite nice. Flavors are ramping up, it's getting more intense, getting a little bit sharper, punchier notes in the flavors that were already present. Flavors haven't really changed all that much, but it's definitely headed in a fantastic direction, way more my style at the moment.
It's quite nice.
Yeah, that's a nice stick. And I don't have a lot in these. I shopped around and found a good deal. Of course, that means they came from Cigar Page. Cigar Page just keeps sending me free stuff. Keychains, and I got a new banner. I was going to hang it on the door, but I couldn't get it centered.
Yeah, that banner's pretty dope.
I told my sweetheart here, my beautiful wife, I was like, honey, I got my first sponsor today. And she's like, what are you talking about? I'm like, go look. And I told her to go get it. And it's a black cloth banner or nylon or whatever. And it says, that's what I do. I smoke cigars and I know things.
Reference to Game of Thrones, which is...
Is it?
Yeah.
Well, I don't watch gay porn.
I love Game of Thrones. But yeah, that's a reference to Game of Thrones.
No, I got friends that tell me I need to watch it. I feel like Game of Thrones, Peaky Blinders, a few of these shows that I've never seen. I feel like I've seen enough shorts on YouTube that I got it all figured out. I don't actually need to watch it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Oppenheimer, you know, like certain movies and shows.
Yeah.
I've seen so many clips that like I got it figured out.
Yeah.
I know what that midget did. Dwarf. Small person.
But that's what it's referencing. Yeah.
Apparently they smoke good cigars in Game of Thrones. I had no idea.
There's lots of boobies in Game of Thrones.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Boobies.
Mm-hmm.
I just, anytime I hear boobies like that, I think of Jim Carrey and Larry Lauer in the elevator.
Yeah.
I mean, I want to squeeze them. Mama.
The chick in the elevator.
Yeah. No,
Yeah.
that's a good one. She's like, everyone seems to like me.
That's because you have huge boobs. Well, that's a great movie.
They don't make movies like that anymore, do they?
Mm.
Or maybe I'm just too dead on the inside to appreciate cinema anymore. I got a friend who has a successful YouTube channel. Check him out. It's Talk Horror. And their things is they geek out on horror films on YouTube. And it's quite cool. And these people, man, and I'm just like, I love you guys. This is so entertaining. And I haven't watched a movie in 20 years. You know what I mean?
All right.
I don't know. I can't relate to anyone. I think
Yeah, hard same.
I went off the deep end.
Yeah, hard same. But I am a horror movie fan. But you're right.
Those guys on that trivia today,
Yeah,
they were
okay.
nailing it, man.
Yeah.
The chat today in his live video, they were doing horror movie trivia, and his chat was on fire, man. He was doing like finish the quote from horror movies and still images from different films and stuff. And those guys were nailing it. I was impressed. And even though that's their genre, like they're not faking it. I'm in there faking it. I'm like, I haven't watched movies in so long. And these guys are nailing all these movies. I'm like, wow. It was impressive. I'm not going to lie.
Well, the bad thing is even when I watch things, like I'm multitasking as I'm watching it. You know, as being a parent and doing all the things I have to do. Or I'm watching it on my lunch break. So I don't remember every little thing from the movies. You know what I mean? Like quotes and different things.
This is true. Last time we tried to watch a movie together, she was digging out this ingrown toenail that was getting inflamed.
Lies. I don't have ingrown toenails. I have pretty toes.
And she does, but they're like monkey feet. You know, they're like the claws.
Pick things up.
She could peel a banana with those things. True story.
Maybe. But no, for reals, I can't. I don't remember quotes and different things. I just don't have the attention span to absorb all of that information. I don't know.
You know, as a kid though, when I'd watch movies or shows, I would pick up on all the little quotes, one-liners.
Yeah, I did too, but I can't now.
Even like people would say stuff, and my response a lot of times would be quotes and one-liners from even music and stuff as a response that felt applicable. Right. And nowadays, if I'm in a goofy mood, I might, hit me baby one more time or something. But like, when I was a kid, man, I had all these witty comebacks to everything people said, it felt like, by quotes in different movies.
Movies and music and
I was telling someone else about this. When I was a kid, I could watch anything. Like, anything on TV, any movie. I could play any video game, which I didn't have access to much, right? I grew up in the 90s in the middle of West Virginia, and my whole childhood, we had 13 channels. And 2 of those channels were duplicates, and 2 more of those channels didn't exist. They were blank. I had 0 through 13, and that meant 1 was nothing. We had 2, but 3 was the same as 6, 7 was the same as 8.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, didn't have access to a whole lot back
I could quote
then.
some Joe Dirt, though. Talking to my...
She's not my sister, guys. Calm down. Calm down.
Sister. Now, talking to my guy all wrong. It's the wrong tone. You do it again, I'll stab you in the face with a
soldering
soldering iron. That's one of my favorite quotes from a movie ever.
Oh, Joe Dirt's got a bunch. The fireworks scene, the pooper scene.
Yeah, yeah. That's probably one of my favorite movies ever.
I like snakes and sparklers.
They're the ones I like.
Forrest Gump.
Yeah, that's a classic.
One of the best quotable movies ever made.
That's a classic.
The Mask. Very quotable.
Yes, smoking.
Yep. Smoking.
So you do it a lot better than I do.
Somebody stop me.
Yep. Yeah.
Genie from Aladdin.
Yeah.
Do you smoke? Mind if I do?
I love that.
Yep. Great one-liners.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like movies anymore. I feel like, man, movies anymore. It's hard for me to watch anything. I watch like 2 action films a year, and the whole time I'm like, that gun don't have a safety. What are you doing? You know what I mean?
He's not lying.
It's horrible.
It's
guys.
true.
I am so shallow and pedantic, like her meatloaf. It's a Family Guy reference.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, for real. He'll be like, wait a second. He'll pause it and go back a little bit, and he'll be like, that's what I thought, and he'll explain to me why everything in that scene was completely wrong.
I didn't choose this life.
Yeah, and see, it's things that once he points it out is obvious, but I didn't notice at first or pick up on it. And the average person, I'm sure, doesn't. But I think it's really cool, actually, that he does pick up on those things.
It's a disease, not a blessing.
Because here's my dumb self just, just watching it. And his brain just absorbs all the, information like a little sponge. He's like, wait, that's wrong.
I'm such a rough critic, guys. I'm so critical of everything, so skeptical. My ability to suspend disbelief is not what it once was. And entertainment's very difficult to find. I love gaming, but I don't play a lot of games. I get bored quick, and there's not a lot of video games to hold my attention that I find entertaining. And it's sad because I love them, but some games for me is just better to watch other people play than me play them because I'm like,
Yeah. Do you think it's because we're getting old?
Oh, I'm dead on the inside and old. It's one of the two.
It's because we're getting old.
I say that I'm dead on the inside. I'm going to be introspective here and open and honest and transparent.
Yeah, of course.
Okay? I say that, but on one hand, I absolutely love life. I find beauty in life every day. I'm loved by my children, and I know how blessed I am, right? Everyone's healthy, safe. We got food to eat and a place to stay, a secure job. I don't have to go to bed at night wondering if my kid's going to starve to death in the middle of the night or if someone's going to break in the house. And, I'm blessed in so many ways that I cannot even start to mention it. And at the same time, I understand and identify that I am just so jaded as a person. This world and society and the constructs of society and social norms has just got me wanting to move to a cabin in the middle of the woods.
I'm okay with this.
It puts me in a weird paradigm, though, because I'm not actually dead on the inside. I love life, and I feel loved, and I'm a blessed man, and I enjoy everything about my life. And interacting with people is increasingly difficult because everyone's consumed with surface-level stuff or bipartisan politics and towing the party line and team sports obsession, and it's just so weird. I feel like all of humanity here in the Western world, we're blessed into our own slavery that we've created.
Yeah, absolutely.
We have it so good that we don't have to worry about nothing, that the things we do worry about is Kardashians' backsides and sports ball. It's bizarre. It is bizarre. Human interaction is so surface level, and the way people treat each other, and you see that you don't even want to be open with people most of the time. You're like, I saw what you did to him when he was open with you. You know what I mean? I don't know. It's the condition of humanity at the moment. It's quite scary. And here's another thing. I'll just go full-fledged, I'll just let it all fly. So, since the dawn of civilization where there's been men in control of other men. The men in control have wanted to have the most control over those that are subject to them.
Yes,
This is
of
nothing
course.
new,
Right.
right?
Correct.
You look at King Nimrod in Babylon. From all the way then, increasingly so, as technology and our understanding of the human mind has increased, the people in power want to remain in power.
Yeah, of course.
And the difference between them and us is they have the means to continue and give to their offspring their way of life. I may or may not be able to give my kids my way of life.
Yeah.
They have the means to preserve their way of life. And what I mean by that is, it's a big topic. Maybe we'll have to do on one of our conspiracy rants. We'll go down that rabbit hole.
Right.
But I do believe that either actively or passively through greed, most people have been hoodwinked, bamboozled,
Yes.
brainwashed to
actually
some degree. It comes flying at us constantly every day. Everyone that wants to preach to you something, wants you to be on board with them, is trying to convince you that their way of thinking is correct. Be that an advertiser with a product for financial gain, or a political persuasion, or a religious belief. And I'm not against that. If you have religious beliefs that you believe a man's soul is held in the line between an eternal punishment or the concept of heaven, I think you should tell the world your beliefs and try to get them on board if that's your conviction. I'm not against that. I'm just saying everyone's trying to persuade you, and unfortunately the religious thing, people are trying to persuade you for financial gain.
Yeah.
You have these churches that have mortgages that need to fill the pews or they can't pay the bills. It's crazy, right? I can't even take these people serious most of the time, So, but we'll go down that rabbit hole one time. We'll go down to the controls that men put on other controls to hijack their brain and get them to do their bidding. We're all fall subject to it, even if we know it or not. We pay a high price for the conveniences we have and the perceived freedoms we have. We're definitely free in this country. We're free to turn the lights off and on, and we're free to...
We all think we're free because we can't see the cage.
That's it, man. We're on a game preserve, and we haven't found the fences yet. Most of us haven't. But that went dark, hey?
Yeah.
Maybe not dark, just true, relevant.
Yeah.
Relevant. Nobody wants to talk about anything true or relevant,
Right.
If it's not surface level and it's not divisive, then it's not popular to talk about.
See, now we're talking about things that I like to talk about.
Yeah, you get me started down that rabbit hole, and I don't know where to stop, though, because it's such a large topic to broach. It's so prevalent, and one of the
You
main...
can make a whole nother channel just on that.
It's one of the main diseases against men that we've created for ourselves, Just like the...
And how fragile it all is.
like...
Yep.
The facade of resilience, and that's my biggie. See, I'm a prepper, I'm a survivalist, old school type. So that facade of normalcy that we've never faced struggle here and we never will, the overcoming that normalcy bias to see things historically in a clear perspective for what they are, that's a big one for me, man. That's a big one for me. We are so reliant on stuff like this technology, the electric, the grid, running water.
Yeah.
We wouldn't know. We would, but
right.
A lot of people wouldn't know what to do if it all the systems of man failed them. The systems that they've viewed as a god in their life, that no matter what they must have.
Yeah, I'm confident if the zombie apocalypse happened, I'd be all right.
I'm your Huckleberry.
Yeah, no.
I wouldn't get that lucky though. You know what I mean?
You wouldn't get that lucky to have a zombie apocalypse.
Nah, some other schmuck would get to have all the fun.
No. If things go awry, I'm pretty confident in
one of the local
our abilities.
No, one of the local meth heads would run me over with a four-wheeler the first day it happened, and I wouldn't even get to partake in all the fun festivities.
Oh, whatever. It wouldn't happen. You're too smart for that. You'd see it coming.
Hey, man. Worst things have happened to better people.
Yeah. You'd see it coming.
Dun dun dun.
You would.
Now jump up in the air, give him a spinning back kick into his meth head jaw. Kick him off the four-wheeler. Take it for myself.
That's bad because I see it in my head playing out like a cartoon character.
Is that what I'm gonna do? Spinning back kick,
Like
flying,
a
flying,
piano.
spinning. Oh,
A piano falls out of the sky on top of him.
I don't have a piano for him, but I can give him a go with the a flying spinning back kick. Maybe. I doubt it.
Maybe.
I could try it.
Not me. I can jump like this off the ground. There we are.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't jump very high.
She's got that vertical leap like a turtle, man.
And I, whoop. Not gonna go very high.
We were about halfway. Actually, right under halfway. That was 6 inches. I still got a little over 3, maybe 4. And, so I open my bedroom window, turn this light on, and these mosquitoes that come in here, these are not normal mosquitoes. I don't know where they come from. It's early in the year. I haven't even been seeing many mosquitoes, but they're finding their way in here every time I record. And, look, man, lock up your small dogs. These things will drag them off. I'm convinced of it. You know, they got like a...
Big mosquitoes carrying a toddler out.
Yeah.
I thought of that episode of Family Guy where Mr. Hebert, whatever his name is, was dressed up as a mosquito and grabbed a kid and was like, Buzz, Buzz!
Oh my! I'm not even gonna do my impersonation. I haven't had enough to drink for that.
Buzz, Buzz! There he is! See?
He comes over here. I got something for him.
Buzz, Buzz!
Oh my goodness! I know someone who's feeling buzzed.
No.
No,
Mm-mm.
you haven't had that much.
No.
Here, try that now and see what you think. She hasn't had that much, guys. Look, that was a 2-ounce pour when I poured it. What do you think?
Definitely got a lot more going on than that.
Yeah, so
Tastes raisins.
Raisins.
Mm.
So it's definitely the broadleaf, and it's a Connecticut broadleaf wrapper.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not picking up on the raisins right now, but I know it's in there, so I believe you.
Yeah.
I'm getting a little bit more the.
But yeah, it was there.
I'm getting a little bit more the spicy, punchier notes, the higher notes. You're picking up on the lower notes.
Mm-hmm.
I'm picking up on the higher notes, that the punchier, spicier notes. Also, what I'm looking for.
Right.
That's what I like. That's what makes the cigar stand out for me. It's easy to get your baseline notes with something like this well-aged tobacco, Connecticut broadleaf. The baseline darker, heavier, richer notes of like plum and stuff. That's a given. On top of that, I want those peaks. I don't want a super well-balanced cigar. Same in pipe tobacco. I want a good baseline of well-aged, mature tobacco, and then I want peaks of flavor. Sharp notes of punchy flavor is what I'm really into. And it's hard to deliver, man. That's not something even the strongest cigars can always do. All cigars are good cigars. Like what I'm interested in are flavorful. But I'm really into some nuanced, punchy flavors. And it's not always easy to deliver on, even for the best tobacco blenders in the world. It's hard to source the tobacco. It's hard to blend it in a way to make it consistent. I'm into nuanced cigar stuff, and I know that.
Yeah.
But one of these days when I blend my own cigar, it's going to be called the Tism.
That's going to sell.
That's the model. The brand name is going to be called Spectrum. And on
That actually would sell.
I know.
Just because of that.
And on the Spectrum, and we're giving 50% of proceeds away to autism research. And really that means you buy them video games. You can't fix them. You can give them speed in the form of Adderall and give them video games, make them happy.
Oh, whatever.
That guy's into like Russian T-52 tanks. You buy him some models or something, but like there's no fixing it. Just you placate them.
Uh-huh.
But anyway, Spectrum is the name. The model's going to be the Tism, and that's going to be the cigar geek's dream cigar. Well aged, punchy flavor, mouth watering.
It's actually not a bad idea.
I know. I might be onto something here.
I think you are. That's actually a good idea.
I'm not gonna give all my secrets away. I got a couple brand ideas.
Yeah, we don't need to do that.
Yeah, yeah. Hell, I'm gonna give all my ideas away, so if they come to pass, I can say I said it. That's what I'm gonna do. Here's my other one.
Well, the video's time-stamped, so.
Okay, so my other idea under Spectrum is going to be a tribute to the working man. It's going to be a budget-friendly cigar that delivers, and lots of companies have done this. Steve Saka here has done it with the Umbagog, McAuliffe with McAuliffe Black, Undercrown, Drew Estate, affordable, nice flavor. All of Roma Crafts are affordable, great flavor, well aged. But the one I'm thinking of, still with that cigar nerd in mind, but an everyday smoke with lots of flavor that comes at a great price point, right? Really bring the profit margin down to a minimal. And the idea is to get the great cigars out into people's hands that love cigars. This is a cigar for the working man, the man that's out there providing for his family, and it's going to be called the Tradesman.
I like it.
You like it?
Mm-hmm. Buzz.
Now, my particular one, after the Tradesman becomes a huge success, due to my own, will have certain flavor notes, but my particular one under the Tradesman will be the Lumberman. That's my trade.
Right. That's brilliant, by the way.
Brilliant.
Mm-hmm.
Guys, I've got this chick so fooled. It's been years now. She hasn't seen through my bullshit. I don't know how I'm pulling it off, but I got it going on. Guys, find you a beautiful, loving, intelligent squall. It will make yes, it will make your life so much better. I'm telling you.
Squall.
Yeah, that's not a bad term, is it?
Doesn't bother me.
So shouldn't be.
Doesn't bother me.
The world might view it as such.
Yeah, I don't care what the world says. I'm quite alright with it.
This is getting better and better, guys. I might just keep this video rolling. I'm at past an hour. It's getting late, but I'm going to keep smoking anyway, so I'm going to keep this camera rolling. I'm not joking. This is burning wicked good. I haven't touched it up, and like I said, I'm an aggressive smoker. If I get a wonky burn, it's probably on me. I'm not rotating enough. I'm hitting it far too frequently. If I get wonky stuff going on, I'll take responsibility for it almost all the time. But I haven't touched this one up even a bit. Everything is caught up with itself, and the flavor is just concentrating and becoming more present and in depth and richer. I'm loving it. What's not to like? Good cigars, good people, good drink. Drink less, but the best. Smoke less, but the best.
The glare of my glasses was bothering me.
Love more. There's another one. Dude.
Yeah. The glare of my glasses.
I flicked it out of the air. Did you see that?
I heard it. Yeah, I heard
Booyah!
it. The glare of my glasses was bothering me on camera, so I took them off. And then I couldn't see.
Hell, let me put them on.
Does the glare bother you?
No, you're not bothering me. It's totally up to you, love. I can see myself in the laptop in your glasses.
I know.
It's
look.
wild.
Doesn't it bother you? Okay. Thing is,
You're
though, I'm
beautiful,
blind.
it's true.
I'm blind, so. There one morning, I was getting your stuff ready for you to go to work and helping get the kids up and stuff, and I didn't have my glasses on.
Did you forget my energy drink?
Yeah, but that's not what I'm talking about. This was funny. It's like, I'm blind without my glasses, so it's like I'm looking around, my eyes are all big because I'm trying to see, and I can't see anything. He's like, you okay? I'm like, yeah, why? He's like, you got that crazy look in your eyes. It's like, I'm freaking blind. It's like, I thought that was the funniest thing. I laughed about that all day. I was like,
it happens to the best
all
of us.
day. I was like, crazy look in your eyes. Like, I'm blind.
I vaguely remember that. That wasn't too long ago, was it?
No, it was a couple weeks ago. That was so funny to me. It was like, in the morning I'm sleepy and in a hurry. I didn't really think too much about it. But as the day progressed, I actually thought about it again. I was like, that's pretty funny. I was like, no, it's because I'm blind. It's like, I can't see. It's like, because I probably did look crazy. I had my eyes all open wide trying to see what I was doing. I was like, it probably looked kind of funny to him. He thought I'd like done went off my rocker.
I'm waiting. You know, they say every woman eventually shows her crazy side, right? And I'm waiting for her to like break loose and show it, and she hasn't yet. We're waiting, and this is the scary thing. The fact that she hasn't yet means, like, is she holding it all in reserve? Is it all going to come out?
It's going to explode.
The floodgates are going to open.
It's going to go.
And the crazy's just going to ooze out. I don't know.
No.
Stay tuned. We'll let you know.
Well, I mean, I have my moments like every other human on the planet, but overall, I think I'm pretty chill. There's not a whole lot that gets me like bent out of shape
I
or
know. You're too chill.
anything. I don't really get mad. I don't get mad ever. I get aggravated every once in a while, but that's kind of neither here nor there. It's just kind of like, and then it goes away.
I love you.
I love you.
I'm so lucky, guys. I am blessed and fortunate in so many ways. I would have a hard time to even start to explain here. But life is good.
Yeah.
I have so much stuff to be thankful for. I try not to take anything for granted. For instance, this cigar, this 2-ounce pour of bourbon that I'm enjoying. I understand how much expertise, how much time, how much investment, old world craftsmanship went into both of these items. These are things that are mostly dead in this world. You know, most of the food's not even food anymore.
Right.
So I have a lot to appreciate, and I do.
Everything's made quick and cheap.
Unfortunately, yeah.
For the most part. When you get things that aren't, it's...
You pay.
Yeah. Well, too, it's easier to appreciate. Because things just aren't made quality as much.
Like I said earlier, everything in this current state of society in the West is a veneer of anything that's ever been real. You look at ooh, I'm not going down that road. One of these days we'll go down that road and we'll explore that topic fully in detail, but it's a bit much to broach tonight, which is fine. It's
we'd be here a while.
It's sad though. It's sad.
Yeah.
There's nothing worth giving reverence towards anymore. It's just all vain veneers of anything of substance.
Right.
It's crazy.
Which I work as an insurance agent, and I actually do Medicare, and so I talk to, older people, 65 and up, for the most part. There are some younger people that have Medicare, disabled and stuff, but you would be surprised how many people I talk to that talk about the same similar things, and they see it, But yeah, they do see it. A lot of people, not everybody, but there's a lot of people like old school, and they talk about the world of technology and how delicate and temporary and it could all be, and the facade, of everything that we, live in today. And it's actually quite nice to hear some of those people talk about things that matter. Unfortunately, though, they keep my calls on wrap, so I can't really talk to people.
Can't really expand with them.
Yeah,
relate with them.
Unfortunately, I would love to hear what some of these people actually think, but I cannot. I have to stop them and say, yeah, it's very insightful, and move on along the call. But,
you know who's the only people in popular culture today that tells the truth? And this is an old adage, but it's been true for quite a while. News anchors can't tell the truth. They're pulling party lines. People, they're publicly traded companies, but comedians can tell the truth. Now, today we're in a weird place with politically correct comedians, and everyone's offended. But that being said, historically, all right, guys, we're popping the band here on this puppy. If you guys don't carry a pocket knife, I don't know what's wrong with you. I don't trust a man that doesn't carry a knife. I'll just say that right up front. I've held to that for a very long time. But today we have our $10 Ozark Trail D2 steel made in China pocket knife. This is using Benchmade's locking technology there. This has been the best little $10 knife I've ever owned. I've owned a lot of knives, some of them cheap knives. Mostly not, though, because I like at least a decent knife. But I've been testing this for a couple months now. It's still hair popping sharp. I've touched it up some. And I use it, man. I use knives constantly. And anyone looking for a good knife, go to your local Walmart in the sporting goods section and find one of these. I'm telling you, you will not be disappointed. It's been fantastic. Sometimes you can find good deals on stuff. Most things in this world you cannot. But there's some out there if you know what you're looking for. All right, guys. I'm gonna keep this going until I nub this out. I don't know how long it's gonna be, but I'm gonna be here anyway. Might as well be recording. What a fantastic way to spend the evening. Got the kids quieted down for the night, and spending the evening with my lovely wife, which I usually do anyway. Right? But she's in the video with me, which is quite awesome. Maybe we can do more of this. I imagine her pretty face is going to get a lot more attention than this ugly mug. You know what I mean? So we'll see how that goes. Regardless of any kind of feedback, I'm thankful to her to do this with me. She is stepping out of her norm. She does not drink. She does not smoke. This is not her thing. This is my thing. And for the sake of content today, she stepped in my realm and was a good sport. And I think it's been quite fun. This has been good. Good conversations.
I'm also very introverted, so the whole camera thing and talking and...
She says that, but she's also had a successful podcast and done plenty of other things.
Yeah,
guys, she's an author with a published book and all kinds of stuff. This woman's amazing.
But with the podcast, you don't see this. You just hear me.
Well, you should.
See me.
You should. You should do video podcast, and then your subscribers will ask you for feet pics.
No.
She already said she has pretty feet. You guys heard that.
I need a pedicure if I'm going to do that.
You're not going to do that. Those are my grippers. They're mine.
You don't even like feet.
They're still mine. I'm not into them, but they're mine. I'll set my feet pics.
Yeah. That's all right. You can just keep watching me pick up stuff with them throughout the house.
I'll put my ingrown toenail feet pics on the Does This Look Infected subreddit.
I'll pick up your dirty laundry with my feet and be like, how you like it?
That's not a hypothetical. I don't know why she's stating this. She does it quite regularly.
That's what I mean.
I know. It's like a Tuesday evening. She's like, yeah, I'll blah, blah, blah. I'm like, you do it all the time, yeah.
Yes, God. Now you're going to get out all the feet weirdos.
No, the feet weirdos wouldn't have made it this long.
Yeah, good point.
Unless I title this like, have you seen
Toes and hose?
Have you seen the meme? It was like the pallet when they're like, we're above 20,000 feet, and the foot fetish people's like. Have you seen that? No, I can't wait to rewatch this video and see if my face was as good as I think I just did.
Yeah, it was great.
Was it good?
It was great. It was good. Yeah. It was good. Oh my.
See, I got dad jokes.
20,000 feet.
I can do it too.
200,000 feet, whatever you said. Anyway, it was great.
I can do it.
Yeah. Yeah, my boss puts dad jokes in the chat, and I ruin them.
I just thought of a Creed one.
Okay.
6 feet from the edge. I could turn that into a joke.
Yeah. A feet joke.
Foot joke.
Foot joke. Feet joke. Same thing. Just plural of foot.
All the feets.
All the.
Well, I mean, hell, they don't say teeth brush, do they?
Right. Good point. Well, that's just because
you got choked up as you were drinking.
Nope.
We almost had a projectile there.
How do you know the toothbrush was created in West Virginia?
Because
it would be called the teeth brush.
Right. Right.
That's what I got choked up on. I was thinking about that joke.
Poor West Virginia. What a beautiful place. Lots of great people, mostly closed-minded. We have our drug problems like everywhere else, but honestly, beautiful place. Neighbors wave. If you need help, someone will stop along the side of the road. It's a true story. You've had a flat. You had people stop, didn't you?
Yeah. Of course, I'm a chick though, with kids in the car.
Yeah, well, I don't have as much bosom, but I mean, if I stick my chest out like a banty rooster, they'd probably stop for me too.
Pull your pant leg up. like a little dancer.
I'd blind them. They'd probably swerve off the road and crash. The reporting officer would be like, I don't know what it was. It must have been a solar flare or something. I
Like the
can't
episode
see.
of SpongeBob, or not the episode, the SpongeBob movie, the sun shining off the king's head when he took off his crown. Bald! Bald!
I haven't seen that, but if I like hiked up my pant leg, you know what I mean? I'd be blinding oncoming traffic.
Oh, God.
Definitely a safety violation. We will not be doing that. Look at that.
Oh,
we
that's great.
are 1:15 on your very first video. You gotta punch it. You don't go like this.
I don't want to punch it.
You don't
I want
doggy
anywhere near
paddle.
me.
Punch that thing.
I don't want anywhere near
I did
me.
that the other night, guys.
He
I
literally was like,
I punched that thing out of here, and I watched it. It looked good. I need to clip that. I haven't done it yet.
Yeah, you should have made that into a short. Buzz, buzz. Did you see that thing?
I saw you doing
He
this.
was like right here, just
Yeah.
all up in my grill.
Those Texas mosquitoes.
Yeah.
They smell like good well-aged tobacco, and they're wanting some of it. Guys, this thing is burning. Construction on these Dunbarton Tobacco and Trust. Steve's an asshole, but let me tell you, it's going to be like my disclaimer. Steve's an asshole. My goodness, he makes a good cigar. I'm telling you.
Need to create one and name it Cherry Chapstick. Cherry Chapstick.
Is that like I kissed a girl and I liked it?
No. Because apparently, you're supposed to rub chapstick all over your
well-
wrappers when they're messed up.
Well, that's Tim from Cigar Daily
Yeah, I know.
that tells you to put petroleum distillates on your cigars and then smoke them. Fortunately, Steve Saka cigars don't need any chapstick on them. I was not following you at all on that. I say cherry chapstick.
You're like, what?
You were talking about naming a cigar, and I'm thinking of flavor notes. And I'm like, cherry flavor notes.
He's thinking of Katy Perry. Mm-hmm.
Katy Perry?
Mm-hmm. That's the song. Or the person that sings the song. I Kissed a Girl.
I'm glad the booze isn't affecting you. She's not feeling nothing, apparently.
Not at all.
Haven't yet begun to defile myself. Hi, guys.
Are you scared?
I'm getting scared. You're scared. She's scaring me.
Um,
Alright, I had that back there just in case.
the booze?
Cerveza Mexicana. I do like Mexican beer, guys. We got a little Modelo Especial here. I had the Corona Familia the other night you saw with my brother. That was fantastic.
Mm-hmm.
This is not as good, but it's a lot more available. Mexican beer is so weird. What it is it's an American style lager, a light golden lager in the American style, in the grand scheme of things. But it's the Mexican spin on it, and I love it. I like Mexican beer quite a bit. It's good.
Mm-hmm.
It is good. And I'm not a big American lager fan. Like, I've always, you know me, I've always kept American lagers. Think of Budweiser, Coors Banquet,
Yeah.
stuff like that. I've always kept it on standby as, like, something to have, but it's never been anything I've been excited about, right?
Right.
You see me get excited about beer,
Mm-hmm.
but I'm kind of excited about Mexican beer, which is just American standard lager with a different twist on it. Maybe it's because I haven't had as much as I had American.
Mm-hmm.
But it's good. When we were at the steakhouse,
Mm-hmm.
this is what I got on tap.
Right.
And it was quite good.
Mm-hmm.
And that waiter, my goodness. What was it, Texas Roadhouse?
Mm-hmm.
Texas Roadhouse in Beckley, West Virginia. Don't know that waiter's name. But, oh, buddy, made sure I didn't run out that day, did he?
Yeah, he was
Got-
on point.
I tipped that dude real good, man. He, man, I'm pretty sure if I told that guy I had an itch on my back, he would have scratched it for me.
Probably.
That dude was, guys,
He was on it.
you get a waiter like that, tip him good. Let him know you appreciate him too, man. Before we were even quite done, I went ahead and got money out of my wallet, and I was like, hey, I want to give this to you personally to make sure you get it. You don't get service like that every day. That was phenomenal. Like, I will not forget that dude for a long time. He did a bang-up job.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting
Definitely.
topic. Interesting topic. I'll bring up now. We need talking points, right? Got a little bit left. On Saturday's Cigar Authority,
Hmm.
right? This past Saturday, um, they did the world launch of the McAuliffe Purple cigar. Remember that's the one about 2 or 3 weeks ago.
Hmm.
I smoked early, right?
I
And did a
do.
video on
Mhm.
the McAuliffe Purple.
Yep.
Great cigar, guys. Great price point. Try it out, McAuliffe Purple. They had the owner's daughter. She's not young. She's a big part of the company. I can't think of her name, but Mrs. McAuliffe on the podcast. Well, the McAuliffe family in Texas own a big steakhouse, high-end, nice steakhouse. Check this out. They were talking about different things on the menu and what they would order. Dave Garofalo printed off menus for everyone, and they were going over what they would order. One of the things on the menu was a chicken fried steak, which we like.
Yeah.
Even the frozen ones, man, they're good. We like. She had some extra pepper to them.
Hmm.
They're good, right?
Hmm.
Well, the way they make them in the steakhouse, the chicken fried steak, is they have these loin steaks made out of tenderloin. So you got the big whole tenderloin cut, and then they chop them up into steaks, like a ribeye cut. I've showed you how steaks are cut off the whole
Right.
piece before.
Yeah.
And then they're left over with these two end pieces of the tenderloin, right? And it's American Wagyu. So we're talking top shelf beef, right?
Definitely.
They grind up those end pieces of the tenderloin to make the ground beef for the chicken fried steak. Does that not sound good?
Yeah, that sounds amazing.
Chicken fried steak with the absolute highest quality.
Ooh, but that's good.
Yep. So I heard that and I was like, ooh, that sounds cool, right?
Mm-hmm.
Here's something else they had on the menu. Might not interest you, interest me immensely. They had blackened buffalo ribeyes. We're talking about the cut of a ribeye, like you would do off a cow, off of a buffalo. And they specialize with the high temps, getting that sear and charred outside.
I would try.
You can get it as rare as you want it. But yeah, blackened buffalo ribeye. I can't think of the name of the steakhouse. They have a cigar named after it. Easy to look up online if you're interested in it.
I would try it.
Oh, that sounded great.
Mm-hmm.
That sounded great. What else do they have? They had mountaintop oysters. I think they called them Texas fries on the menu. I talked to Harrison about this today.
Nah.
Okay, Mr. Jonathan said he would definitely try them. And Dave Garofalo was like, no, never, right? And I was thinking, like, if I had them prepared by a chef, right, someone who makes these all the time,
Right.
and I was surrounded by locals that eat them all the time, and it was completely normal and not weird or anything. I was with people that are eating them and it's normal to them, and it was prepared by an expert that does this all the time. I think I would try one.
Not me.
You don't think so?
Mm-mm.
Are they drained before they're cooked, or is the gravy still on the inside of them?
I don't know, and I'm not gonna find out.
I don't know either. I think I love trying new things. I love being adventurous. I was a picky eater as a kid, and I have bought some weird stuff in a can, haven't I? Canned squid,
Yeah.
Pork brain.
I was gonna say pig brain. Yeah.
Weird stuff, man. And I haven't tried all that. I pay the kids $5 to try that and make videos. It's great. Don't put it on Facebook. I'm not saying I try everything.
Yeah, but
But,
they're a game for it too. It's not like we're
yeah.
like, hey, do this, for money.
Just
They
ask
enjoy
them.
it. They think it's
Oh,
fun.
yeah.
They're like, something cool to try. They think it's fun.
What else they have? They had different tamales and stuff on the menu.
Nice.
If we ever get a chance to go to Texas, I know where we're eating.
Definitely.
They sell cigars there too, and they have an outdoor patio. I wish it was like you could smoke at your table when you're done. That'd be
Right.
cool. But they got an outdoor patio where you can smoke cigars at a steakhouse. I've never been to a steakhouse like that. Have you?
Mm-mm.
I know they exist. I think there's some in Louisville and stuff. But
Yeah.
I've never been to a cigar bar. Never done that. I've never smoked in a cigar lounge.
Yeah.
Never had that pleasure.
You go to the one in Beckley.
Yeah, and smoke by myself.
Yeah, so what? I mean, the
No, the guy working there, guys.
was pretty,
Destination Cigars in Beckley, West Virginia. I would love to have a cigar with that guy. That guy was phenomenal. Another guy with customer service through the daggone roof. He treated me right, and I still feel like I owe it to shout it out to him. If anyone's in the Beckley, West Virginia area, try Destination Cigars. They have some house blends, and I don't mean that in a lower quality kind of way. One of the owners goes to Nicaragua and blends these cigars. They have one called the Mischief, right? Mischief. And beautiful burn. I actually really liked it. My expectations were really low. I almost didn't review it. It's on the channel if you want to check it out. But it was great. It was... I'm going to be buying some more, and I'm going to be doing everything I can for that brand to help promote it. There's a local brand here in the middle of the woods of West Virginia. I got to push it out there. Right?
I really liked the artwork they had for each one. You know, I thought the artwork was
it was a little cutesy, right, for my taste, right?
Maybe
cigar art's typically classic Spanish certain vibe.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. It was a little on the cutesy side, but not in a bad way. I actually really enjoyed it. I remember a couple of years ago there was a cigar that had the Cookie Monster, a purple band with a Cookie Monster on it. That was really getting big. I don't know what happened to it. It was like one of these boutique brands that was like blowing up, but you couldn't get them.
Seems like you wouldn't be able to do that for licensing purposes.
Right. It was a small brand. It was just in like the small boutique circles that people had this cigar. I never had one. I never got the chance to try it. I don't remember who made it either. It's been a couple years ago when I saw that, but it got big for a while. It was one of those cutesy bands. There's a couple companies right now doing stuff like that, and I'm all for anything different. Yeah, it's fun. Moth.
That's just a moth. Okay.
Yeah, bugs.
I can deal with a moth. There's that Skeeter. Buzz, buzz.
Whew, can't make it up, gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen. Guys, I don't know who in the world's made it this far in this video. I doubt anyone does. I'm just going to keep rolling, though. I don't care. If by chance you've made it this far, I appreciate you. Thanks for stopping by. Check this cigar out. The Tricky Traca, if you get a chance. It's been absolutely phenomenal. Exceeds expectations, and I had a fairly high bar set for what I expected, to be honest with you. We're going to have to get fly swatters when I'm done making this video. Shut that window and start killing some bugs, man. The open window with the light on is... I mean, good news is a raccoon hasn't gotten in here, and I haven't had to grab the scatter gun and shoot it, but we've got some mosquitoes.
There were some cats outside.
That was just you, honey.
Yeah, oops. No, for reals, there was cats outside.
Were they fighting?
They weren't fighting.
They're doing the other thing tequila leads to.
Yeah, they were
because tequila leads to only two things. It's fighting or it's that other one.
The other thing. I think they were doing the other thing. Or at least trying to do the other thing. I think it was a female cat.
Guys, the Tricky Traca in 48x6. This Vitola is gorgeous. Really like the proportions on it. The wrapper is, as you can see, marbleized and quite honestly stunning. Let me see if I can focus on that just a bit better. Come on, right there. Focus, not on me. Yeah, I'm trying. It doesn't matter. It's a beautiful cigar. I hope everyone gets a chance to try this. There's still a couple more on his portfolio I'm wanting to try. I've been on a kick with his stuff. It's been really good. I got a couple cigars in the mail today. I got these, and I got some of the Romacraft Weaselitos, whatever I said earlier. They're the half Corona itty bitty little Romacraft cigars, and there's 3 varieties. I got 3 of each. They're little dog walker cigars, you know, short period of time. But Mexican San Andreas, Pennsylvanian broadleaf, and something Ligero. I don't remember if it was Dominican. It wasn't Habano Ligero. No, I don't remember what it was. Some varietal of Ligero on the third one. And I'm really looking forward to these little cigars. Something I can sneak in when I don't have a lot of time, maybe on lunch break, even if I light it up just as soon as I go outside. I got a half an hour lunch break, so I don't have much time. But I can chong on a cigar if I need to.
Yeah.
Give it hell. Yep. It went out on me, man. I was smoking it. I mean, I was talking too.
Right.
We'll get it going here. That's wild. Guys, I didn't dry box these or nothing. I literally. How does Alice say it? Literally.
Widowy.
Whittlewy.
Widowy.
We got these in the mail today. That puppy's hot. I love the soft flame of a Bic, and it's so convenient. I have torch lighters, but the Bic is so convenient. But that is the downside. My goodness, they get hot sometimes. Are you good to keep going, sweetie?
Yeah.
We are an hour and a half in. This is incredible. For a Monday night, wasn't expecting this. Was going to be smoking a cigar anyway. Had the good fortune here of, even though we're making a video, hanging out with my lovely wife, which I absolutely enjoy, obviously.
Obviously.
I haven't kicked her to the curb, have I? Definitely like a twofer for me. I get to make content, get to introduce my wife. She gets to be on YouTube, and I get to spend time with her. It's a wonderful thing, and I'm absolutely blessed for having her.
Went all the way around.
And thankful that she's here with me.
Yes, of course. Me too. Hey.
You gonna try it again?
No, I think I'm okay.
It's a lot more concentrated now.
No, I'm all right.
Tastes like an old McDonald's coffee.
Nah, I'm good. I appreciate it, but I think I'm good.
All
I'm
right.
kind of starting to like chill. I'm ready to go brush my teeth here shortly and all the things.
Alrighty, guys. Well, we're going to close her out here. We're going to let the missus do what she wants to do. And I'm going to sit here and upload this and finish this cigar. Thank you so much for stopping by. If you've made it this far, I don't know what's wrong with you, but I appreciate you. We will catch you again, and have a great day.